17th.
I'd like to make a motion that we defer to minutes.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Item 5, bid opening on the Hammond Purdue University Calumet Athletics Complex at Dowling Park.
We have 6 bids. First bid is from Goff Incorporated, 2200 East 88. Form 96 filled out. Conclusion affidavit. And your bid bond. Their base bid is $4,065,000. I'm just going to read item numbers. I'm sure all the bidders know what they are. Item 1, add $25 or deduct $15. Item 2, add $20, deduct $10. Alternate 1, $321,000. Alternate 2, $265,000. Alternate 3, $48,000. Alternate 4, $180,000. Alternate 5, $121,000. Alternate 6, $86,000. Alternate 7, $10,500. Alternate 8, $19,500. Alternate 9, $21,000. Alternate 10, $62,500. Alternate 11, $24,000. The next bid is from Larson Danielson Construction Company Incorporated.
These are different turf types. So this is their base bid. Okay. If we go with this turf type, it adds 265. This turf type adds 180. This turf type adds 321. Electrical wasn't included in the base price. So if the base price is low enough, we can, and by the way, also we want you to do electrical infrastructure.
You have your non-inclusion affidavit. $668,000. Item 1 is $25. Item 2 is $6. Alternate 1, $323,700. Alternate 2, $248,600. Alternate 3, $49,100. Alternate 4, $81,300. Alternate 5, $122,200.
Again, please?
Alternate 5 is $122,200. Alternate 6 is $87,100. Alternate 7 is $1,500. Alternate 8 is $19,400. Alternate 9 is $21,000. Alternate 10 is $56,300. And alternate 11 is $23,900. Next bid is from Nicholas Associates Incorporated, Hanville Drive, Mount Prospect, Illinois. And their bid bond. Form 96 or a non-inclusion affidavit. You can see if you can find it in there. I'll start reading it too, to see if you can find it. The base bid is $4,699,024. For the unit prices, item 1 is $41. Item 2 is $31. Alternate 1 is $190,000. Alternate 2 is $198,000. Alternate 3 is $84,000. Alternate 4 is $100,000. Alternate 5 is $32,000. Alternate 6 is $28,000. Alternate 7 is $4,750. Alternate 8 is $11,550. Alternate 9 is $9,950. Alternate 10 is $104,000. And alternate 11 is $23,573. Did you find those?
I found a non-collusion affidavit.
Okay, so we have a non-collusion affidavit. We'll just do that as part of the bid tabulation. We'll verify that all the documentation is.
I did not see a bid bond.
No, there's a bid bond. I've already given it to Lynn. The other, the Form 96, I didn't see that there. All right. Next bid is from Gary Up Construction Company Incorporated, P.O. Box 64879, Gary, Indiana. Very sharp. Huh?
Childproof.
Their base bid is $4,367,500. Item 1, there's an add of $35 and a deduct of $8. For item 2, there's a add of $25 and a deduct of $4. Alternate 1 is $320. Alternate 2 is $270. Alternate 3 is, did I say 270? 200, let me start over again. Alternate 1 is $320,000. Alternate 2 is $270,000. Alternate 3 is $50,000. Alternate 4 is $180,000. Alternate 5 is $120,000. Alternate 6 is $90,000. Alternate 7 is $15,000. Alternate 8 is $20,000. Alternate 9 is $20,000. Alternate 10 is $55,000. And alternate 11 is $26,000. Next bid is from Hassey Construction Company Incorporated, Lincoln and Plummer Avenue, P.O. Box 300, Calumet City, Illinois. Is there bid bond? It looks like it's got the backup information for the 96, but I don't see the front page unless it's stuck together. I don't see a non-collusion, well, here, and a non-collusion affidavit. They've got everything. Okay, their base bid is $4,268,000. For the unit prices, item 1 is $23.10. Item 2 is $5.50. Alternate 1, $171,172. Yeah, $171,172. Alternate 2, $168,000. Alternate 3, $51,345. Alternate 4, $52,585. Alternate 5, $19,485. Alternate 6, 0. Alternate 7, $25,935. Alternate 8, $24,550. Alternate 9, $24,840. Alternate 10, $55,985. And alternate 11, $25,860. Final bid is from Burling Builders Incorporated, 44 West 60th Street, Chicago, Illinois. They have their bid bond. They have their non-collusion affidavit. Form 96, but it's probably in here. Their base bid is $4,268,000. $52,000. Item 1 is $50, item 2 is $30. Alternate 1 is $190,000. Alternate 2 is $196,000. Alternate 3 is $74,000. Alternate 4 is $90,000. Alternate 5 is $21,000. Alternate 6 is $22,000. Alternate 7 is $8,000. Alternate 8 is $21,000. Alternate 9 is $18,000. Alternate 10 is $60,000. And alternate 11 is $27,000. I'd like to make a motion these be referred to our consultant for tabulation and reconciliation.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Item B, we have a change order for the 169th Street project from American Structure Point.
Change order number 7. It's a change due to soil conditions and a modified sub-base treatment. It's $56,654.30. It'll be 80% federal. I make a motion that we approve the change order. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item C, we have an agreement with AT&T to relocate certain utilities around Dowling Park for that project.
I'll make a motion that we approve the agreement with AT&T. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item D, we have several disposal authorizations from the Hammond Police Department.
I'll make a motion that we approve their request. I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Item E, 6519 Jackson.
All right, also, as it appears, another property which this owner has should be on the agenda. Attached with this one, it would be 38 Detroit Street. Owner's Robert Jasma. The 6519 Jackson, we can dismiss action for compliance. The apartment has been closed off as agreed with the building department, so it is now a conforming use. And then the Jackson, the 38 Detroit Street would ask for a continuance to November 21st, 30 days. Permits have been pulled. It was previously on the agenda with the Jackson. It's the same owner, so we tied the two properties together, but it didn't appear on this agenda for some reason. So once we discover where it's at, I'll just ask for a continuance. But Jackson can be closed.
Is there a motion to dismiss action at 6519 Jackson?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Item F. Attorney Sorge is requesting a continuance to November 21st. Is that a Thursday, Mr. Smith? Is there a motion to approve his request to continue this matter to the 21st? Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Aye. Motion carries. Item G, 8 Waltham.
We are asking for the removal of one first floor and one second floor apartment. No permits to convert this property. No fire separation. 2 of the units were marked uninhabitable. I believe he still has tenants in there and is still trying to rent them.
Does anybody appear for 8 Waltham?
My name is Mirko Klajic, and I bought this building foreclosed 3 years ago. And I applied for permits. I bought it as 4-unit apartment building, and I do have a title for 4 units. And I did pull all permits for 4 units as general contractor, plumbing, heating, and electric, and everything is approved by City of Hammond. And I did have occupancy permits, and I did do registration, properly registration from City of Hammond for 4 units every year, either it's rented or not. I did pay for that, and I really don't know what's going on now. Why I'm having all these problems, and I wanted to close this. I did buy this building. I did get a loan on building. I still have loan on building, and I'm kind of afraid that you guys gave me notice to remove my tenants. Is going to put me in my financial problem. Then I'm going to have to give up on building. So I do believe so. You know already there are all permits in your files, but if you don't know, I can show you. I don't know.
They're all on file.
They're on file. So, and like I said, everything is approved, everything is okay, and it's still over there on certain locations in building is tags from final inspection on that building.
The building department's contention, sir, that there's no fire separation between your units, and you disagree with that?
I disagree with that because, like I said, I did pull permits. All permits are pulled. All inspection was made by your authorities, and I don't know how you know now it's not fire separation.
Permits were pulled for electric and plumbing, I believe. However, there were no permits ever to create 4 units at that property. That's what we're saying.
That building is,
We believe it should be a 2-unit building, not a 4-unit.
you believe,
We're not saying that you created 4 units. Somewhere along the line, it was converted, we believe, to a 4 unit. We're arguing it should go back to a 2-unit. There's never any permits to convert.
I just like to know how you believe, you know, I wanted,
There's no permits on file for that property as built as a 4-unit.
I do have title for 4 units, so.
So again, it's your contention that there is proper fire separation between your units?
Yes,
Okay. These pictures accurately represent your units? Have you seen these pictures? Are these pictures of your units? Is a hole going through the wall from one unit to another? It appears to be Unit 1R is how it's labeled. Is there anything else you wish to relay to the board regarding this matter?
well, I would just say if there is anything to be done, I'm willing to fix and make a separation if any violation is there. But I don't agree to downsize from 4 units to 2 units and to close my apartments. And it just,
Supplying a copy of the permit that we don't have? What? Is he supplying a copy of a permit that we don't have? The issue here is, was there a permit or was there not a permit
I do have permit,
for this building?
There are no permits on file going back to 1923 that ever say that building should be a 4-unit. two-story brick building, which we believe should be one apartment on the first floor, one apartment on the second.
As I said, I bought that building about 3-4 years ago. At that time, I bought it foreclosed, and I do have title company. It's a 4 units, A, B, C, and D. And I'm guessing if at that time wasn't problem, shouldn't be issued permit for 4 units. I shouldn't be able to pull plumbing, heating, electric, and building permit for 4 units.
Whatever you guys want to do.
The units have 2 separate entrances.
Building department's contention is the only thing it lacks is fire separation. And the historical permits for the, I don't know, we've got electrical and plumbing permits. There you go. This was pulled 2010. That was heating. Also 10. Also 10. This is supposed to. Only the permit, electrical.
What's between the units? Just a drywall wall?
I believe so.
And there's multiple access to every unit without going through one of the other ones?
He'd have to make repairs for fire separation between the first and second floor. However, there were never any historical permits to make it a 4 unit. There's going to be no fire separation between the 2 second floor apartments
Rated
and
and
2
required.
first floor.
And we approved it. The date they printed it. Matt, the permits you gave to us showed that the building department issued the permit for electrical work for 4 units.
Right.
And it specifies that they issued a permit for electrical work on 4 units.
Right.
How is it your contention then that no permits were pulled for 4 units?
There were no permits to convert the building into 4 units. The permits that were pulled were to do plumbing and electric.
This says rewire multifamily 4 units.
That doesn't mean originally the building was legally converted to that amount of units. The work that was done, the work that was inspected was just electrical and or plumbing.
And I do have heating too.
If you had a single-family home cut up into a basement apartment and 2 other illegal apartments, and you gave a permit for a roof, that doesn't mean every unit in that single-family home is legal.
After the electric was done, did someone go up back out and inspect it?
I believe it was all inspected.
So why wasn't it caught then, back in 2000?
Because they just check the electrical work. They just check the plumbing work. They don't check the legality of the building itself.
Well, I had building permit too. So building inspector was over there too, and he checked out. And
Correct, that's, yeah.
yes,
We
so,
don't disagree with that.
and everything passed inspection, so. I
Your
don't-
electrical passed inspection, your plumbing passed
Yes,
inspection.
heating passed inspection, a building passed inspection.
Yeah, that work did
So
pass
everything
inspection.
passed inspection, so.
Doesn't mean that building should be a 4-unit.
I agree, when your guys were out there, they didn't notice that there was 4 units and they could have told somebody else in your department about it? 3 years later now? I'm just saying, I mean, it seems like every department's been told like in the last few years, if you see something unusual, to report it. Your own department was there and didn't report it.
This is an apartment building though, so nothing really is gonna stand out to a electrical inspector checking electrical.
It stands out to the fire department when we go to a lot of houses, we turn it into you guys.
All we're saying, there's never any permits to make that a 4-unit building. We're either asking you to agree with our findings or disagree with our findings.
What are the ceiling heights, Matt, on all the apartments?
Well, everything's conforming because of the ceiling height in the lower level is.
I think about,
Their only contention is that there's no fire separation between the 2 units because of the breaks in the.
No fire separation and no permits to convert.
I'm looking at a permit that says rewire 4 units. That's a permit to convert the wiring from what used to be to wiring
That's
for
a
4
permit to
units.
redo the electrical. That's not a
There,
permit to.
when we have permits to install permits, it'll state, additional apartments being created. There's no permit to install 2 additional apartments.
I think here's the problem, is you guys say there's no permits, yet there's permits from the building department that total close to $25,000, where we allowed this gentleman to spend money on his 4 units, and now we're saying that money that we approved you to spend on your 4 units was illegal. I mean, that's what we're saying here. This plumbing work that we approved, we're going to ask him to now tear out. Would that be correct? Okay.
I want to clarify something though. You keep mentioning the electrical permit. Electrical contractor does not build houses. They check electric to make sure the electric is safe. There were no permits to convert this to a 4-unit. The electrical inspector was not qualified to determine whether the house was built as a single-family home or a 4-unit. He's qualified to determine if the electric is safe only. That is, whether it's built properly to code with permits, that's their responsibility, building department's responsibility. They had a permit to maybe run electric to these units, but they do not have a permit to convert new units.
may I say something?
Yes, go ahead.
Excuse me. What this permit is for?
Jim?
I just don't see how we can authorize the guy to. Yeah, what we approved, now you have to. And by the way, you get.
No, I just like to.
Please. We have copies of these, sir. We have these copies. This is what we're looking at and referencing.
I'm in construction myself for over 30 years. I'm electrical contractor. And doing new buildings or rehab or whatever. Every place I go, and in most places that even electrical inspector, he wanted fire separation. If we drill hole through floors and he wanted fire separation between the two walls. So we have to provide approved seal around our conduit. Then if he's not qualified, I would say, what about heating guy? He must know something about fire separation. And I think plumbing inspector, he knows too. But in end of it, I do have 2 building permits. So there was building inspector. So he must know something about fire separation. And I think when I started this building, they came over there and they inspected that building before even I started to do a job. So that's kind of my point, is why they didn't stop me right at that point and not issue permits for this.
We inspected the work being done, not the building.
Did you get rental registration permits?
Excuse me?
You registered your units.
Yes, I do have it ever since, even now, and I'm paying, even though that, I'm sorry. And this is for,
Mr. President, as far as the rental registration, unless the property is inspected prior to registering the first time, we can't deny an individual from registering the property, even if we haven't inspected it yet. In order,
How is that relevant to whether there were permits or not?
we paying for registration. What's the registration for? So everything must be okay up to CD code. Is that correct? And if I'm paying something and you don't come and look at it, then that's,
We cannot inspect every single rental. That's
well,
how we find a lot of these is when a rental registration is turned in and we review it and do a history on it. If we don't want to do this anymore, it's fine with us. We have plenty of other work to do. Up to you guys.
This property is zone R1U, which is 2 units, not
which means you would have had to get a zoning approval in order to have 2 additional units added into the building. Now, we're not saying that he added the 2 units. Fortunately, he bought a building that was in violation. However, those violations did not come to light until this inspection was taking place.
How long have you owned the building?
about 4 years.
Any additional information that either party would like to present to the board?
How big will those units be if he converts it back to 2 units? They seem like they're gonna be awful large units.
1,837 square feet.
zone R1U.
1,853 square feet. Is there a motion to approve the findings in order? Is there a motion to approve the findings in order? The findings in order to remove the units fail for lack of a motion. Item H.
Can I have my,
No, the board took no action on the city's request to remove the units. 1134 Wilcox.
Hi there, we're asking for the removal of the second floor apartment. No permits to convert, no fire separation. did talk to the owner, Mr. Washington, who lives in Massachusetts. He did seem to me like he's willing to comply.
My name is Steve Fleming. I represent Dwayne Washington, who is the owner. I'm with the management company. At the time, he does not know what fire separation is. I don't know if he was explained what he may have to do to comply.
You're asking what he needs to do to comply?
Yes, yes.
We can work with him after this gets affirmed to let him know. Shouldn't take too much.
Okay.
Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Item I, 612 Sibley.
Did we need a status date on that last one, Mr. President, or no? Check compliance,
Yeah, when can we get a status on this?
going to maybe November 21st?
We really don't need a status.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
We work it out.
Right.
Okay.
612 Sibley. Item I.
Did we get a motion on this one? Did we get a correspondence?
Yeah, we had a motion. Second.
No. Did we get a correspondence from the attorney on this one? or
No, that's the next.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That's K.
612 Sibley, we're asking for the removal of one first floor and one second floor apartment. No permits to convert, no fire separation. The owners do seem willing to comply.
The owners are willing to do it?
They're not in a hurry, but they are.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Item J, 7433 Madison.
We're asking for the removal of the second floor apartment. It has been removed.
Is there a motion to affirm the findings in order?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item K, 6033 Erie. We have correspondence from Attorney Efron.
6033?
6033?
Yes.
We have, are you represented by Christian Bartholomew?
No, 6033 South Erie. 6033 Erie.
Okay, 6033, we have correspondence from Attorney Bartholomew requesting that this be rescheduled for November 21st. They're still doing some discovery. Is there a motion to approve his request and reset this for November 21st?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Item L, 5713 Erie.
We're asking for the removal of the second floor apartment. No permits to convert. It's a 1.5-story building.
Yes.
1.75 story, I'm sorry.
My name is Gregorio Hernandez, and the owner, the person, the property. From my brother lives in there. It's his house, give it to him. He's making the payments. And the whole family lives in there. We're not renting the property. He lives in there.
Is any part of 5713 Erie a rental, any part of it?
No, we family.
Mr. President, if it's not a rental, we don't really inspect or occupy property.
Is there a motion?
Wait, what time out? The owner lives in Lake Station.
Yeah, there's me. I live in Lake
So
Station.
it's not owner occupied. It's being rented out by, there's 2 apartments.
It's not a rented property. My brother lives in there. Basically, he's going to put it on his name. He can't yet. He's waiting for his social security number. The soon he get his social security number, he's going to transfer. We have proved that he's send the payments straight to the bank. I don't pay nothing to the bank. He's making the payment, so he don't pay me no rent. He's making he send the payment.
Oh, they did. I mean, no, the road. You use the whole place. Mr. President, Kevin, his brother's here if you want to ask him. He says it's just.
Yeah, he lives in there,
His
it's
wife
one
and
car.
his kids and his family lives in there. They use the whole place.
Yeah, just the whole place. There's only me and my wife and my kids that we're living in there. Just
Perhaps a deed restriction would be appropriate, so that second unit upstairs cannot be rented out at a later date.
Sure. Yeah, it's no problem, you know, we can, whatever you need us to do, we do it, you know, but he occupies the whole, the house is too small, like you see, it's too small to.
If we set this for 30 days, can we draft a deed restriction then and get it to Mr. Hernandez? The deed restriction will allow, it's just you affirming that it's going to be owner-occupied, single-family home and not be used for a rental.
Sure, yeah.
Very good. We'll have something to you within the next 30 days.
Thank you.
thank you.
Item M, 4751 Elm.
This is actually a vacant property. Water's been off since '09. It's completely gutted. We're asking that the second floor apartment be removed. When it is remodeled, at whatever point, it should be a single-family home. Obviously, no fire separation. No permits ever to convert that property to a 2-unit.
Is this your property?
4751, yeah.
You have anything to add?
It's true, it's vacant. I'd like to be able to rebuild everything that needs to be done.
Matt, you said you want it from what do you want it from? A two to
Be a single-family home.
So are you willing to make it a 2-unit to a single family?
I bought it as a 2-unit back in 76, so
76?
yeah, if it was converted, I don't know when it was done.
How long has it been vacant?
09.
No matter what. They'll put 6 of them in at the end.
So it's been vacant for 3 years when you... 5 years. 5 years ago, when you had somebody living there, was there 2 families living in it?
Yes,
Is it a first and second floor, or?
yes.
Matt, you say there was no permit? So, when you bought it back in 1976, it was 2 units then?
Yes,
Well, according to our records, there was never permits pulled to make it 2 units. The building department is asking that you take it from 2 down to 1 unit, because there was never any permits.
I don't know. I thought the city went through it in 76.
I'm sorry?
The city went through it, they inspected it in 76? No?
You've been paying the taxes on it every year, huh?
Yes.
I don't know, it looks okay on the outside. Are you willing to convert it into a single family?
If that's what I have to do. I'd like to keep it like I bought it, but, you know.
What is, that's kind of, yeah. What are we actually asking to do? Because there's nothing here but an empty set of framing. What are we asking to tear out? There's nothing to tear out, it's all torn out.
I'd like him to fix the building up into a single-family home. If he wants to keep it a two-unit, he's gonna have to go.
I understand you say you wanted to, we can't force him to fix it up. If a property owner wants to keep it vacant, I'm asking, what are your findings in order asking for?
That when the time comes that that property is remodeled,
All right, then Mr. perhaps a deed restriction would be more appropriate than an order. I mean, it might sit like that forever. You might sell it just like that.
So we need a deed restriction that says it's a single-family home.
That home was moved from Irving School area?
Matt, you're asking that the second floor apartment be removed, but it's already removed. There's nothing there. From your pictures, it's gone already.
right, would be at some point in the future, when it goes to be remodeled, we're saying it should be a single-family
We
home,
need a
not
deed
a two-unit.
restriction. I think the deed restriction solves the problem, right?
Fine.
We kick it over 30 days, please.
You need to make a motion that we prepare a deed restriction for this property and present it to the property owner within 30 days. As long as you sign it, then the issue's over.
All in favor? Aye. Motion
Mr.
carries.
President, could I just please ask permission to take Y out of order? Attorney Molina's got to get to another hearing, and he just wants to continue it anyway. Could we please call Y?
I'll make a motion that we take it out of order.
All in favor? Aye. Item Y.
What do I do now?
You're done. You're going to get a deed restriction document to sign.
Mail to me? Or?
Good morning. I had filed an appeal of a denial of business license. I didn't realize it was set today. I didn't get notice. I was across the hall and I just popped in, so I don't have the file with me. I'm asking if we can have this continued 1 week and I can bring the documentation.
Attorney, your hearing wasn't set today.
Oh, okay, well, I just saw it on the,
The correspondence that you set.
Okay.
is on the agenda, so we're going to get to your correspondence.
apologize.
And set it.
okay, I
Do you have
apologize.
a date?
The sooner, if we can do next week would be fine if that works for you.
You'll be prepared by next week?
I'll be prepared, yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Motion that we move this to 31st.
We set it for the hearing on the 31st?
Halloween, all right.
Second?
31st of what? October?
This month. Halloween, next week.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Aye. Motion carries. Hearing set for October 31st.
Thank you very much.
Sorry about the wait. 249 Carroll, item N.
We're asking for the removal of the basement apartment, has a ceiling height of 6'2", no fire separation. Also, the removal of the rear apartment, no permits to convert, no fire separation. In order to get out of that apartment, you have to climb over a couch. It's a one-story frame home, not a safe situation.
Make a motion that we approve their findings.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Item O. We have a correspondence from the property owner requesting a continuance.
Yeah, sure.
Can we set this for November 14th?
Make a motion that we move this to November 14th?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Let's also note this is the property owner's second continuance and final continuance. Item P, 929 Lions.
Just a brief background before we get a decision. This property was registered from 2006 to 2012. 2010, there was a late fee assessed and never has been paid, and then the owner has failed to register for 2013. As seeing as nobody appears, I would ask that the board assess a late fee again.
The resident here?
Mr. Lampton? Seeing as nobody appears, is there a motion? Is there a motion to deny the appeal?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Item Q, 6405 Kennedy.
All right, to the board, this is Porter's Tap. Originally, this was reset because she had showed up for the wrong time for the original hearing. However, it is also on the nuisance list for multiple police calls and has never been registered. There's actually 2 units above the bar. One is rented out. One, the owner states that she occasionally crashes there so she doesn't have to drive back to Hebron. However, the board finds no one appears on behalf of the property.
It's never been registered?
Never. Not too sure how long she's owned it. We don't have any records of any registration.
Seeing as no one appears, is there a motion to deny the appeal?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye, motion carries. Item R, 3928 Robin Hood. Mr. Monroe.
Yes, how you doing?
Good. Mr. Monroe, this is your opportunity to explain to the board why you did not register your unit on Robin Hood Lane.
I just bought the property last year, and I paid the first registration. I thought it was a one-time fee. I didn't know I had to pay every year. And, I mean, I'm willing to pay it, but I just didn't know I had to pay every year, the registration.
You live on Price Street in Calumet City?
Yes.
They don't send that stuff every year. You're supposed to know.
Yes.
Company, that's the bank. The property's operated through them.
So I own.
Okay, so after the meeting, whatever decisions, you come downstairs, we can switch that information.
Okay.
So we get updated information.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah, you just make a motion to grant the appeal.
I'd like to make a motion that we grant the appeal.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. The late fee of $500 is waived, sir. You'll have 30 days to register the unit at the regular rate of $80. If you fail to register the unit in 30 days, this board's order will be vacated and the late fee will then be assessed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I could go pay it now, or?
You can, if you want to wait until after the meeting, the secretary can make a copy of our order and you can bring that down with you.
Okay.
Or if you want to go, if you have to leave, she'll mail you a copy of our order and then you can come back with a copy of it and pay and register the unit.
Okay, thank you.
Item S, 1050 177th Street. Mr. Mayo?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mayor, this is your opportunity to explain to the board why you weren't able to register your unit on 177th Street.
I knew that I had to register it. I didn't know that I had 30 days to do that. I'm prepared right now to give the registration and to pay for it. I found out after I had rented it that I had to register it. I got the registration form, and but I saw at the top where it says by April 15th, They have to be registered, but I didn't see anything that says I had to have it 30 days after it was rented. When I spoke with Matt, I told him this, and I told him that I didn't know that it had to be registered within 30 days. I'm prepared to do that right now.
How long have you owned the building?
I've lived there since August of '03.
You just started renting.
Yes, sir.
Make a motion to grant the appeal.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Okay.
Make a motion that we grant the appeal.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Your appeal's been granted, so your $500 late fee has been waived. You'll have 30 days to register the unit at the regular rate of $80. If you fail to do so within 30 days from today, our order will be vacated and the late fee will be assessed.
Okay. Would you like me to mail that in or pay it today, or how would you like me to do this?
If you'd like to wait until after the meeting, the secretary can give you a copy of our order. You can go to the building department to register it today. If you're not able to stay until after the meeting, a copy of our order will be mailed to you, and then you can register the units either by mail or in person along with a copy of the order.
Okay, I'll mail it in to you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Item T, 4208 Henry. Mr. Pandoro? This is your opportunity to explain to the board why you weren't able to register your unit on Henry Avenue. Okay. We're going to reset this for November 21st. Can we have an interpreter on November 21st? Vamos a continuar esto hasta el 21 de noviembre. Okay? Puede estar aquí esta mañana en noviembre a las 9. Okay?
El 21 de noviembre.
Y hay una persona que puede traducir.
Ya traducir.
Okay?
Okay.
November 21st.
21 de noviembre.
Yeah, that was fantastic, wasn't it? Whew. Thank you, and sorry for butchering your language. Man, that was awful. All right. Item U. Item U. We have a request for a rental registration hearing. You want to set these for November 21st? Yes.
I'd like to make a motion that we set these for November 21st.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Item V, we have an agreement to rehabilitate 7243 State Line. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye, motion carries. Item W, we have correspondence from Park Department Superintendent Muta requesting the titles for 6 vehicles to salvage.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve Donna Muta's request.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye, motion carries. Item X, we have correspondence from Commissioner Gleason advising that a residential-only parking sign is not warranted on the 6400 block of Ohio. A request for permission to place a bench on the 700 block of 171st Street in the city right away.
Is that going to interfere with sight distance, Dan, where it's going to be?
Right next to Dairyville.
No, I believe I know where Dairyville is, but where? Are they going to put where like those planters are? Are they going to put it where the?
Probably where the trailer's at right now.
They have it marked. It appears to be, what do you say, about 50 yards off the intersection, 30 yards off the intersection.
It needs to be 2 foot back from the face of the curb so that if a truck pulls up there, they don't bust it. 'Cause you can't tell how far back they are. So I'll make a motion that we approve it, subject that they meet the clear zone requirement and have the bench no closer than 2 foot from the face of the curb.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item Z. We have correspondence from Edward Wicks.
It's a different one.
Yeah, Z. Edward Wicks, I'm familiar with this case, applied for a business license approximately 2 or 3 years ago, and we denied him based on a conviction from approximately 20 years ago. He appealed, and we granted him a business license for a period of time. That business has since closed, and he's looking to reopen another business in Hammond. He applied for a license, and we denied him for the same reason. And so he's appealing and requesting a hearing, but based on the fact that we have some history with this guy.
Yeah, we could always just approve it. Approve his appeal without penalty.
Issues with his previous business?
No. Is there a motion to approve his appeal and grant the business license?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item 2A. We have a denial of a business license for Royce Auto Sales. They're requesting an appeal. You have a date that you'd like to set this for?
How far would you like to go?
3 weeks.
November 14th. That is my motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Item B, we have a request for a speed bump.
We can't do
Speed bumps in.
Is there a motion to deny the request?
we only do speed bumps on private property, that's not private property.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item 2C. Correspondence from this resident requesting additional crosswalks and striping. Is there a motion to refer this to the street commissioner?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Can we go back to the one before this for a second? Are we gonna send her notice that it's illegal in the state of Indiana to do that, or are we just gonna just not do it?
It's up to you, you can make the
Should
motion.
we send her a letter to?
Yeah, speed bumps are only,
So we didn't like blow her off?
they're only permitted on private property because it's no
Can
plows.
we put that in a letter to explain it to her?
Do we have our address?
We do. Item 2D. D2. 2D. We have correspondence requesting a no parking at any time sign. Be moved. Is there a
What street is it?
119th? 39th, sorry.
Right by the license park.
Is there new sidewalks? There's been sidewalks there for years. I think it's. Is it on the park side that he's asking?
I think it's on the corner because it's a 139 comes to a T in Sheffield, so when people are making that right-hand turn, if there's cars parked on that corner, they're not gonna see them. I think that's why it's there.
So it's north of them. North of
Let's refer
139.
this to Gary Gleason so he can take a look at it and see if it's necessary. So I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item 2E, we have garage sale permits for approval.
Make a motion that we approve both of them.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Is there any matters from board members? Is there any new or old business? Public expression. The meeting is now open to the public. Anybody from the public wishing to address the board, now is your opportunity to do so.
Here?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Marta Lopez, and I bought this house this year, and my sister is living there. She's a single mom with my 2 nephews. Nobody's living in the second floor. I bought it like that. She just have a walk-in closet.
What's the address for it?
6033 Saudi Way.
That's the one we did earlier.
6033 Erie?
I asked, and they,
Yeah, Attorney Efron, you have an attorney. ¿Tiene un abogado en este caso?
no. Where? I don't,
Yeah, he's,
I'm sent a letter.
oh, really?
Attorney Bartholomew, little short dude, big
Oh.
ears. Really nice.
I mean, he sent a letter, and what the letter say?
Certainly
He sent us a letter, and he said he's representing you, and he's representing your property and the hearing here, and he said that he hadn't had a chance to prepare with you for today's hearing, so he asked that it be reset to November 21st.
What's the name of the lawyer?
Christian Bartholomew.
Christian.
Curly hair. Ears stick out. Really nice.
Here it is.
I mean, do we get the wrong address?
6033 Erie, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So he came because he don't car with, he don't agree with me. He's gonna come today. Or maybe we will not confirm with him.
Well, that's just who faxed it. Yeah, he sent us a notice saying he's representing you guys, and
Can I have a copy of this or?
of course.
Sure.
So you haven't gotten an attorney for this?
I mean, we
contacted somebody?
I spoke with him like 2 weeks ago, but we not agree that he gonna came. That's why we came.
That's why he sent it to us, because you spoke with him 2 weeks ago. So,
But he don't call me back and let me know that, okay.
and that's exactly what he said. He hadn't had a chance to correspond with you yet, so he asked for it.
So.
No puede pagarlo?
So we got his notice that he hadn't had a chance to talk with you yet, and so we continued it to November 21st to give you an opportunity to talk with your attorney about your matter.
What do we need to do right now with a second floor?
Nothing right now. We haven't done anything. Until you guys talk to your attorney will come in with you November 21st. And then we'll discuss what the city wants to do with the property, and if your attorney may be able to work something out with the city in the meantime.
Can I have a copy of the paper?
Of course.
Thank you.
All right. That's a good attorney. You don't even know you hired him, and there he is, right?
He's a good kid, he really is, very conscientious.
Anybody else for public expression? Is there a motion to adjourn?
Senor Verde hasn't made his appearance yet.
All in favor? Aye.